Before we get started with today's video, I definitely want to take some time to thank my friends over at So Avant-Garde. All right, so Avant-Garde is a place where you can go online, type in the website, and you have a plethora of fragrances from the niche world. Now, niches can be intimidating, so sample, and they have those discovery sets as well. Head over there, look around, shop around, and save you some money by using the code DEDRICK20 on anything on So Avant-Garde. And, it's definitely something where, if you're ready to elevate your fragrance collection or get into something new or tap into another level as far as quality goes, hey, So Avant-Garde has you covered. All right, so head over there, use DEDRICK20, save anything, get anything over there except mind games. Don't worry. You can head over to mindgames.com and use DEDRICK10 for 10% off anything on mindgames.com. All right, so save you some money, explore, see what you discover, and let me know down below in the comments if you rock with anything. All right, appreciate y'all. Let's get started with today's video. YouTube, what's going on YouTube? What is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. All right, Smell Good family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. I know how we rock out here on this channel. Positive vibes only. All right, so the seasons are getting ready to change, and at least down here in Florida, we're starting to see some consistent spring-like weather. Now, I know the cold is not all the way done, and potentially we could have another round here and there, and that's cool. All right, but March is usually around the time I start rolling out my springtime recommendations. So here are my top 10. This could have been a top 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever, but these are the 10 that I know for a fact that I'm going to be wearing. I'm excited to wear them, and I think they would work pretty well with the spring weather. So spring is a transitional season. You're coming out of the cold, and then you're starting to deal with some warmer temperatures, not necessarily hot, but warmer, more comfortable temperatures, maybe some cool mornings, cool evenings, but during the day could be absolutely stunning. Just depends on where you live. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Top 10 spring for 2024. Let's get into it. All right, up first from the house of Mancera. All right, we have Oud Lemon Mint. Beautiful fragrance, man. This is one of the favorites, one of the darlings in the community. And me personally, I like to wear this a lot during the spring. I love the zesty, sparkly lemon citrus opening here. You do have a little bit of a leather in here, a touch of oud in here that comes off more woodsy than oud-like. Freshness, just a really unique style of DNA. One of the more interesting Mancera DNAs, in my opinion. But this just absolutely works. During the day, date, night, just flow in or whatever it is you got going on during the spring. This is something that can be definitely complementary to the change in atmosphere with the spring weather. From the house of Mancera, all right, we have Oud Lemon Mint. Big fan of this, a lot of compliments, great performer, good stuff. All right, up next, this has been discussed as the niche version of one of the more popular fragrances in history. And we're going to be talking about it in just a second, but from the house of Parfums de Mer, all right, we have Percival. Now, the fragrance that I was referring to was the original Abercrombie & Fitch. I'm pretty sure some of y'all who are old enough to remember in your local mall, walking by the Abercrombie store, all you could smell was the fragrance Abercrombie & Fitch. But anyway, this is a niche take on it. Much better quality, much more smoother, not sketchy and almost hard to get through opening. This is a very well-rounded, versatile fragrance for really any type of situation during the spring. All right, so I like to wear this to the office as well as when I'm running errands or just moving out and about. This is just some really, really good stuff. Easy to wear and just nice. Like I said, you get some musk here. There's a nice freshness here. Just a really unique DNA, even though it's been out for a lot of years. But I personally love it. From the house of Parfums de Mer, For spring 2024, we have Percival. And most of these fragrances you could wear spring and summer, but the majority of these I really wear just during the springtime, all right? Up next, from the house of Nishane, we have Wulong Cha. I've had this for about a year now, and it's been fantastic. One of my favorite fragrances to wear last spring and summer. Beautiful tea fragrance. You got some just mouth-watering citrus and oolong tea note, and very, very realistic with the DNA. There's a fig in here as well, beautiful musk. It just does wonders. And me personally, spring and summer, this stuff really shines. I wore this on a date night a couple of times during the spring and the summer last year, and my wife absolutely loved it. I've been complimented by waitresses or just people who were standing around waiting on the next table like me and my wife. So great, just mood lifter. It's relaxing style of a scent. Both the unique take with that tea. You don't smell a tea note all the time in fragrance, but this is a good one for sure. From the house of Nishane, definitely going to be wearing this spring. We have Wulong Cha. Wulong Cha. It's got very popular over the past couple of years in Fragcom. All right, let's switch up the pace a bit. Let's go to a leather fragrance that is going to battle with my, I don't know if it's my previous favorite wet leather, but they're 1A and 1B, and this is incredible, and it works perfect for the springtime. From the house of Argos, all right, we have Basar Martel. Basar Martel. Beautiful soft leather and raspberry, a tardy, fruity raspberry style of a fragrance. And why for the springtime? Well, leather is something that can be tricky. You have your rough leathers, you have your stank leathers, you have your soft and smooth leathers, and this that's the style of leather that you get in here. So all my masculine gentlemen out there who want to keep that masculine edge, but you want to add some pop to it, so to speak, this is one to look into. Excellent quality, excellent performer. That raspberry doesn't come off in a feminine way. It does not. It complements the leather and makes it an interesting experience. So I love this stuff for sure. I think it's great for spring, fall, and winter. Even a summer night. I would stay away from the high heat with this one, but when I think springtime and how springtime feels in Florida and Jacksonville, this is going to be complimentary. From the house of Argos, we have Basar Martel. It's head to head with ombre leather, man. It's head to head with ombre leather for sure, but this is definitely good. All right, moving along to, this is springtime in a bottle. I mean, it has every check mark, so to speak, of a springtime fragrance. It's hard to get, so I was almost not going to talk about it, but I said, this is just how I feel, and let's roll with it. From the house of Giorgio Armani, we have Aqua Profondo Lights. This is a flanker to the classic Profondo that's out there, but with a twist. A lot more herbal and green facets in here. A fresh, spicy kick for sure. Still with that aquatic nature, citrusy nature in the opening of this thing. But I personally, I think that I like this more than Profondo because, as you guys can see, I've had it for a little while, but I got a decent dent in it. Now this is a 75 ml, I believe. I think, yeah, 75 ml. Okay, that's what we got. We got 75 ml. And I got it for a great deal on Macy's. So I think it's discontinued, kind of hard to get. But this is springtime in the bottle, just with those green facets that were added to this fragrance. Really good stuff. From the house of Giorgio Armani. Definitely going to be getting some wares out of this spring. We have Aqua Profondo Lights. Love that bottle. Really, really dope. Good stuff. All right. Up next, from the house of Dunhill, we have the original Dunhill Icon. Beautiful fragrance, man. You get this realistic, like, grape soda opening with this fragrance. It's crazy, but that's what you get, and it smells great. You get some white florals in here, some petitgrain, you get some lavender, you get an iris in here. In the dry down, you get a appearance from some woods and almost a leather, soft, light leather touch to this fragrance. But the stars of this is the lavender, is the white florals, and is the petitgrain, the bergamot. That's mostly what you get here. Very bright, very relaxing, calming type of a scent, and just would work beautiful, especially on those warmer spring days when it almost kind of feels like summer, this will work. And anyone who's asking, could that work in the summer? Yes, it could. But I personally wear this a lot during the springtime, and it's very versatile. It can do anything, and it smells great. From the house of Dunhill, we have Dunhill Icon. Big fan of this stuff. If you haven't smelled it, get your nose on it. I'm pretty confident that a bunch of y'all probably will like it, all right? Up next, from the house of Chanel, we have Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Now, this version of Chanel, I particularly wear during the springtime. There's a beautiful mint note in here that does really well with the vanilla as well. You get this nice citrusy, orangey type of opening, but the star is the mint, the sandalwood, and the vanilla. And during the springtime, any type of greenery, whether it's herbaceous or sweet mint or a synthetic mint, any type of green vibe is going to be complementary to the springtime because the leaves are turning, the grass is getting greener. There's a lot of positives in the atmosphere, at least down here where I am, of springtime showing up. And I just like to wear this during the spring, especially when I'm floating, maybe doing some shopping. Me and the wife are going out. We're going out as a family with the kids or whatever we got going on. This is something that I like to grab and go. It just kind of fits the vibe. From the house of Chanel, great for the spring and also great for other things, but I typically wear it a lot during the spring. From the house of Chanel, we have Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Eau Extreme, a classic in the community. A lot of people love this stuff, and I definitely do. All right, up next, probably the most worn fragrance in this entire video, and I love this stuff. From the house of Givenchy, we have Givenchy Gentlemen EDT 2017. As you can see, we wear this, all right? Massive dent in this bottle. Beautiful pear note in here. There's a pear, pineapple-y type of vibe here. I don't believe pineapple is listed, but to my nose, I get a bit of pineapple sweetness with that pear sweetness. You still get your iris. The iris in here is a bit more of a fresher iris, not your makeup baggy, sticky style of an iris. There's some nice, fresh, spicy aspects to this as well. Very versatile. Me personally, I love this stuff. This is towards the top of the list when you talk about this gentleman line from Givenchy. So it's really, really good. This is something that I would like to have for life, actually. So when this bottle is getting really, really low, we're about halfway done now. I'm going to give me another bottle because I love how this smells. In the air, moving out and about, wearing it to work, no matter what I got going on. This is just something that complements the springtime, and I wear it more so during the springtime than the summer. I go with the Cologne route, the Givenchy Gentleman Cologne in the summer over this one, especially on those hot days down here in Jacksonville. But this is a good one. From the house of Givenchy, we have Givenchy Gentleman, or Givenchy, or Givenchy. All right, Gentlemen 2017. Don't get it confused with the EDT Intense. It's the EDT 2017 version. All right, two more left to discuss, and let's take it back a bit. We got a classic here, more from my sophisticated thinkers and maneuverers out here in the world. This ain't gonna be for everybody, but I really like this vibe. From the house of John Varvatos, we have the original John Varvatos EDT. I love this bottle, very classy and very classic. Got a nice dent in that bottle as well. This is sweet. It's herbal feel, some fresh spiciness to it. Oh, it's so good. But it reminds me of a more confident, masculine individual who might be stepping out, man, just being real cool. You know what I mean? Might got the, the little button-down shirt, with the nice slacks, maybe, the expensive slippers, with the shirt down here with a couple sprays of this with some shades on, maybe going on a boat ride or just kind of flexing a little bit, man. That's what I think. This kind of smells like a little bit of money, But believe it or not, it don't cost that much money, in my opinion. This is around that designer niche level for me personally. I think John Varvatos does a great job of that. And this stuff is awesome, man. So you get some greens, like I said, some sweetness, you get some freshness, you get a little fresh, spicy kick, kind of like a modern fougere. Not modern fougere, because this has been out for a while, but it's very relevant in today. So I guess a modern feel in today's times, even though it came out a while ago. This stuff is awesome. Love to wear it during the springtime. From the house of John Varvatos, we have the original Johnny V, John Varvatos EDT. EDT. And last but not least, man, if you are into white florals, this is for you. Can't take full credit for this. Shout out to my man Ross over at TOTG Reviews. He put us on this, and when I say us, he introduced it on the live stream, and I believe he was the first to discuss it, and he sold me on this one. I love white florals, and this is great for the springtime. From the house of Collage, we have Floral Oud. Now this is a part of a series that came out from way of Paris Corner, Aroma Concepts, and this is elite stuff, man. If you're into white florals, you get it here. You get a presence, you get an appearance from rose. There's a nice citrus up top. It's just beautiful florals. That's what this is. And a few weeks ago on Valentine's weekend, it was kind of warm here in Jacksonville, spring-like weather, and I wore this on Valentine's weekend, and it was a hit. It was a hit. Great performer. It lasts throughout the day. Me and my wife were out for several hours, and it did its thing. We came home chilling, changing my clothes, and it was still coming off my chest. So really good stuff. If you're into white florals, check it out. Now, fellas, don't poo-poo it. Don't move it to the side, because some of y'all might not be, wanting to experience what white florals are all about. But I'm telling you, if you want to test it out, I don't know if they have samples. If it's not this one, any type of floral fragrance in particular, it could definitely work wonders for sure. So my wife loves this stuff, complimented it. She thinks it smells really good, and so do I. Great for summer for sure. From the house of Collage, by way of a collection from Aroma Concepts, Paris Corner, we have Floral Oud. Great stuff. Shout out to Ross again for putting me on to this, man. This is exceptional stuff for sure. All right, Smell Good family, so that's going to wrap up today's video. Those are my top 10 for spring 2024. I have lots of other spring content rolling down as we transition into the new season. Very excited for a change of pace. Looking forward to wearing these fragrances and creating more memories and opportunity with them for sure. So until next time, y'all be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Of course, let me know down below in the comments, what are some of your recommendations for spring? What do you love? What do you suggest? Let's talk about it down in the comments, Smell Good family. All right, so as always, until next time, be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Stay positive, man. There's so much hate in the world. It'll do some good if we shower in some love, in my opinion, some positivity, in my opinion, and let's see how much better things can potentially be. That's just my thinking. So positive energy, positive vibes, and as always, baby, splack it up, splack it down, splack it that thing all around. And remember, what you put out to this world is exactly what you are going to get back. All right, appreciate y'all. Have a great spring.